first game back. How's the body?
Yeah, it pulled up pretty good. A few knocks and bruises that you get playing in ruck for 90 minutes, but knee pulled up really well, and yeah, it's pretty happy with how the body pulled up.
How do you think your performance went, given you've had such a long time away from the AFL?
Yeah, I thought I was a bit rusty. I did some okay things, I did some not great things. So yeah, overall it was a pretty level performance. I've been out since probably round 18 last year, so I haven't played AFL for a while. So I've got to understand that it's going to be a build over the next 3-4 weeks to get the body right, get the touch right, get match hard and all those kinds of things. So it was an okay game.
Is that frustrating for you? Do you think, feeling like you want to give more, but you're still kind of easing into it?
Frustrating a little bit, but that's AFL football at the end of the day. I'd love to play every game and not have surgeries and injuries and things like that, but I play a pretty physical position in the ruck, and things are going to be thrown at you.
How's the team reflected on the game, Sean?
Yeah, we're pretty disappointed. We got beat pretty comprehensively in the contest, so it was a pretty long review. There was some things that we didn't like and we didn't get right, so we're reflecting on it and we're learning, and we're gonna implement on the track this week. So it was a bit disappointing.
What went wrong, I suppose, in that contest element of the game from your point of view?
I think we were just probably waiting for someone to get the job done. I think we were in really good spots initially, but once the contest moves and the transition side of the games, there was a couple of times the ball went behind us in the stoppage, which allowed their running and their goal side runners to get involved with it. So we need to be stronger in the contest, bringing the ball to the front of the drop, and then seeing through our runners.
You found waiting for someone else to do something, or waiting for...
Yeah, we felt like our starting positions were really good, but when the ball was in front of us, getting there and winning the ball was something that we were really good for the first 5 weeks of the year, but we probably took a backward step on the weekend, and full credit to West Coast, they were hard and they were fit, tough and physical, so they probably showed us up in that. So we got to reflect and we got to own it. We got to be grown, mature, and own what we did wrong.
Did you feel you were like a bit rattled by their physicality and how hard they went at footy?
They were more physical and more tough than we were throughout the game. So again, we got to be better. I don't think our first 5 games have reflected that. I think we've been pretty tough and been pretty physical. So we got to get back to bringing our brand, and it starts with this weekend and it starts with Wednesday on the training track.
Does it take a bit of time to adjust to the midfielders that you beat again after so long out, even though you have played fair bit of footy with Sarong, Brayshaw and the like?
Yeah, there was a few times where our communication was probably lacking a little bit to where we wouldn't have to communicate as much. We'd see each other. There's hand movements and eye signals and things like that come pretty second nature when you've been playing up and going for weeks on end. So that's going to come. We're going to build our chemistry again. We're going to get better, and
How do you get more bang for buck out of the hit-outs you're winning for the team? Because it sort of happened a bit last year where you win hit-outs but you lose clearances, whereas on the weekend you won clearances, you won hit-outs, and still they seem to get you when the ball was in motion.
Yeah, so it's movement and creating different looks throughout the stoppages. So it's on me, not hitting to the same spot every time. It's hitting long, hitting short, hitting around the ground. So and then the movement on the ground. So once the ball has left the clearance, our ground balls outside post clearance was something that we were really bad at and something that we need to improve on, and something that the boys have been doing really well. So it's just a little tiny fixes that we can do.
Sure. JL talked about the brutality of the fixture. Do you think perhaps that extended period away in Adelaide may have played more of a role in terms of fatigue than you might have thought going into the game?
Maybe. The boys really enjoyed Adelaide. I was over there for a week, and it was a really fun program, and there was a lot of time to hang out together and build connection. So no one really knows if that's have a really effect on you. So, but at the end of the day, we got to show up and do our jobs on Saturday night, and we didn't do that.
Feels like it has been 3 away games. How important is it to get back in front of your crowd this week?
Yeah, it'll be great. Lenhol's a really special game for us as well. So Saturday night in front of the Purple Army will be really big. So we're really excited to get back, play some really good footy and show their fans.
Do you get to have a look at the Bulldogs over the weekend?
No, I didn't. I missed that. I don't really watch too much footy.
With your return, but Jackson's role obviously changed a little bit. How did you find, his performance in your return? Is it going to take a little time to, I guess, gel that chemistry between you two?
Yeah, I think it'll take a little bit of time. We sort of were getting in the way of each other a little bit, which halfway through last year we weren't doing that. So it's always going to take a bit of time building that chemistry, and then especially with Jai going down really early, that affected the tolls and how we work together. So it'll take a little bit of time, but I think once we get up and going, we'll be great.
What's your goal for the sharing of the ruck, the centre bounce sort of work? Do you know what you expect to do? 50-50, 60-40?
I think it depends on which game and who we're coming up with. We have a lot of data and analysis on opposition ruckmen, and we'll find out who suits who better. So I think that's the exciting bit, that we are very different in the type of player that we are. So whichever opposition we're coming up against will probably who takes the ruck.
Who do you think's best suited for this one then?
I'll have to see the data and see the coaches and see what they think. But it's exciting. Tim's a really good player, and he had a really good season last year, and he was playing pretty well last week that I saw. So whoever gets the job, but we'll both take it with 2 hands.
He's pretty unique compared to a lot of the ruckmen in the league. What are the different challenges you face with him?
His ability to cover ground is one of the better ones, and his ability to take contested marks above the packs that some others can't reach that high. So you got to be really quick with your reactions, and on the ground he's really fast. So as long as you're physical and reacting really quick and making good decisions, that's the biggest one with Tim.
When you reflect on your 100 games, does it feel like it's been a long time coming with your injuries and surgeries?
Yeah, it has. I've missed a fair bit of footy with the time that I've spent out, but it's good to get to 100 games. It's exciting.
Tim is the most aggressive ruck in the competition compared to others. Is there an opportunity for you and Luke to exploit that? Yeah,
that's the idea of playing 2 rucks, that we want to try to tire the other rucks out and drag them forward and drag them back and things like that by playing with width. So with me and Luke going in, we're trying to make most opposition a bit tighter, and if he has to wrestle me for a little bit and then chase Luke around, that's the idea.
You talked about Jai going down earlier. He's out on track today. Have you had a chance to talk to him, and how's he doing?
Yeah, he seems pretty upbeat and good at the moment. He said that he hadn't had any headaches after the big hit, but it was a bit scary at the start where he didn't know where he was. So he's in the protocols at the moment, and he's got to pass all the tests, so he'll be out this week and hopefully next week.
How about Hayden? Sean, are you confident you'll be able to have him back out there this week?
Yeah, I think he pulled up pretty well too. He was out there running today and looks pretty good. So he said he's feeling pretty good.
Who got you?
Yeah, I don't know. It was first quarter, and the umpire tried to get me off for a blood rule, but I was like, no, it's too much footy, so sorry.